Hilton Worldwide Holdings is one Bill Ackman stock down 13% that I think you might regret not buying on the dip here. Now, Bill Ackman, his portfolio doesn't have very many stocks, so the fact that it holds Hilton Worldwide should say something about what Bill Ackman thinks about this investment. You see here, Hilton Worldwide is one of only six stocks in billionaire Bill Ackman's portfolio, which has over $8 billion in assets under management, including it has 14.4% of its portfolio in Hilton Worldwide. In this video, I'm going to talk about why I think you might regret not buying this stock on the dip. Starting with looking at Hilton Worldwide's revenue. So, of course, travel companies were devastated by the onset of the pandemic, and Hilton Worldwide was no different. Revenue collapsing from near $10 billion all the way down to close to $4 billion. And overall, worldwide travel collapsed during that time. Spending on hotels and resorts fell from 1.5 trillion all the way down to 610 billion. So a $1 trillion decrease in spending on hotels and resorts, or in other words, roughly two-thirds decrease in spending. Now, as economies have reopened, people are traveling a lot more often, but it still hasn't recovered to the pre-pandemic level of 1.5 trillion. Estimates suggest that spending travel will reach hotel and resort spending will reach 1.1 trillion this year in 2023. So it's still not going to be back to that level even after this year. So there's several years of growth left in this industry, and I think Hilton Worldwide will benefit from that trend as it has been. Look at this bounce back in revenue as the economies have reopened and as people have spent more on hotels and travel. But more impressively is this metric here. Look at Hilton's operating profit margin over the trailing 12 months. It's significantly higher now than it was before the outbreak. So you've got trailing 12-month profit margin at 24%, and it's still rising after collapsing, right? So even before the outbreak, Hilton was operating at a profit margin below 20%, let's say at around 17%, right? You look at this trend here, operating profit margin. Then it collapsed, of course, during the outbreak when fewer people wanted to travel, and now it's bounced back way above the pre-pandemic level, way above that level. And that's a result of the fact that it has raised prices on a lot of its rooms, right? ADR, adjusted daily rates, are up across the industry, and competitors are also raising prices. And so, even though there's fewer people traveling, Hilton is making more money off of each room night. So, when eventually more and more and more people start traveling, Hilton's revenue is increasing more and more and more, and profit margins are increasing more and more. And so the company's in a better position to capitalize on this pent up consumer demand for travel. And you're seeing it here in the operating profit margin that's higher than pre pandemic level, even though revenue hasn't yet recovered to pre pandemic levels. So I fully expect revenue to recover to pre pandemic levels, and when it does, oh boy, where will this operating profit margin get to for Hilton in 2023 and in 2024 if this robust recovery continues? I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now. And so the last reason why I'll give that you might regret not buying this Bill Ackman stock on the dip is the favorable valuation. Hilton has all these excellent prospects over the next year and two and three, while it's trading at a relatively reasonable valuation, a forward price to earnings ratio of 21.36, which is near the lower end it has traded for going back 15 months to January of 2022. So you're getting this company that's recovering aggressively, that's got better profit margins than before the outbreak because improvements to the business, and you're getting it at a lower price than you were able to buy it a year and a half, 2 years ago. So for all those reasons, I think that Hilton Worldwide is one Bill Ackman stock that you might regret not buying on this dip here. All right, so that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I've picked out this other video that's popping up on your screen right now that I think you'll enjoy. Please click on that and I'll see you over there. Thank you so much for watching.